Okay, Leviticus 24 covers three topics and talks about the lamp, the bread, and justice, okay? And the first topic is caring for the lampstand and the bread in the tabernacle. The second is a case of blasphemy and its punishment. And the third is God's laws on justice, including an eye for an eye. Yeah, my fellows, in this chapter, something brutal will happen, and let's dive into it. Okay, first things first. Let's take a look at my notes. The lampstand and the tabernacle, which encompasses verse 1 to 4. Okay, the menorah, golden lampstand, must burn continually before the Lord in signal of respect to Him. Pure olive oil must be used to keep the flames lit. Okay, these are the ritualistic things. And Aaron and the priests are responsible for maintaining it. And the lessons are, here are my takeaways. If you have something different, comment here below. But the lamp symbolizes God's presence and guidance. And Jesus is the true light of the world. But it depends if you're a Jew, right? But anyways, let's continue with it. Second thing is the bread of the presence, which encompasses verses 5 to 9. Okay? 12 loaves of bread representing the 12 tribes of Israel must be placed on the golden table in the tabernacle every Sabbath. Only priests could eat the bread after it was placed. What are the lessons from it? The bread symbolizes God's protection for his people. The second, obviously, if you believe in Jesus, is Jesus is the bread of life, which was explained in John 6:35. Okay, fulfilling the symbol. Third, the blasphemer and his punishment, verses 10 to 16. Now things get brutal, okay? A man with an Israeli mother and Egyptian father blasphemes God's name in a fight. He is brought to Moses for judgment. Hold on, give me a second, real quick. Just let me. Yeah, okay. Where I was at. He's brought to Moses for judgment. Moses. God commands that he be stoned to death by the entire community. Imagine that thing, guys. Imagine that. Lessons. Blasphemy is disrespecting God's name was a serious offense. And Jesus later expanded this, teaching that our words reflect our hearts, okay? Which is written in Matthew 12, chapter 36 to 37, okay? So here are the final section, laws on justice, verses 17 to 23. Murder is punishable by death. Was eye and eye, and it's written here, the eye and eye thing. Where is written that? Hold on. These were my notes, but here I'm reading the real Bible right now. There's something like that. Eye for eye. Sorry, tooth for tooth. Yes, exactly. This is in the Bible. Yeah, that's the justice from that time. Okay. Murder is punishable by death. Injury must be repaid in kind, an eye for an eye. Equal justice applies for Israelites and foreigners. The lessons are the eye for an eye law ensures fair justice, preventing excessive punishment. Jesus later teaches mercy and forgiveness in Matthew 5:38 to 39. Yeah. So let's take a look at the overall themes and lessons from Leviticus 24. The first is God's presence must be continually honored. The lamp and the bread symbolize God's light and provision. Jesus fulfills both, being our light and our spiritual nourishment. Second, blasphemy and holiness. God's name must be respected, okay? And Jesus taught taught that true holiness includes honoring God in speech and actions. And the third thing is justice and fairness in society. Laws ensure justice was fair and proportionable. Jesus later calls believers to go beyond justice to love and forgiveness. Significance and biblical story. These laws shape Israel worship and legal system. Okay, so imagine back then they had the entire book saying those laws. It was really interesting how the world operated back then. And then Jesus fulfills the lampstand, the light that I said previously, the bread, which is the spiritual food, and the law, justice, and mercy. Okay, so conclusion. Leviticus 24 teaches that God's presence must be honored. His name must be respected and justice must be feared. The lamp and bread point to Jesus, and the laws and justice balance fairness with the call to mercy. Okay? What do you think about this chapter? Comment here below, drop a comment, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.